In the course of those 5 years, Telus was found guilty on a number of occasions of what they call bad faith bargaining. For people who are not that familiar with these terms, it essentially means that by various ways and means, they either refused to bargain with the union, or they tried to discredit the union and interfere with the union's right to deal with the members that they were representing in both provinces. They had meetings with their employees called Facing the Future. They consciously in those meetings discredited the union. They made all kinds of statements that were untrue. And in fact, the CIRB themselves, when they found them guilty, used very, very strong terms to describe Telus's behavior towards bargaining. Now, while I'm explaining to you that Telus was repeatedly found guilty of violating Canadian law, of bad faith bargaining, of showing over and over that they had no interest in bargaining. In other words, what it meant is they had no interest in seeing that their employees got a wage increase. They had no interest in seeing that their employees got job security. They had no interest in seeing that their employees had benefits. But what they did have an interest in was constantly putting forward this agenda to try to gut the collective agreements, although this did not come out until, I believe, January of 2004. They did not, so I just want to explain something to you, that while the CIRB is finding Telus guilty, there's no penalty. Nothing is done. Telus continues to act with impunity. In January of 2004, Madam Justice Pino of the CIRB ordered Telus to offer the TWU binding arbitration, Telecommunications Workers Union. Considering what had gone on in the last 4 years, the Telecommunications Workers Union decided that the best course of action was to accept the binding arbitration. However, Telus appealed that. So it took 1 year for the CIRB to have a response to this appeal. And after 1 year, I believe it was in February of 2002, the CIRB overturned their decision. I shouldn't say they overturned their decision. They removed the penalty. They still said that Telus was guilty of bad faith bargaining, of unfair labor practices, but they removed the penalty of binding arbitration. So there you have it. It's going on for almost 5 years.